Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's a great privilege and an honor to be with you today. Thank you for joining. I've been meditating upon the energies that are coming up over these next few days. And I've been thinking about the new moon coming up in Taurus on the 11th, and 8th, 9th of May, today, Venus going into Gemini. So we've got this energy of Taurus, which is slow, smells the roses, walks among the trees, and the energy of Gemini, which is the butterfly. Oh, look at that, and oh, look at that, and variety. So variety is the key to tapping into the energy of Gemini. And I thought, okay, you get bored of yourself, so right, we'll try a hat. We'll try something different. And that's what the energy of the Gemini energy is encouraging you to do. So it would be really great if you can find where Gemini and the opposite sign Sagittarius are in your chart. So you want to find where Taurus is for the new moon. And you also want to find the Gemini energy, because the Gemini and Sag is where these eclipses are coming up. So it'd be really nice if you can find the signs, Gemini and Sagittarius, and I'm going to write them down for you. So we've got Gemini, the twins, and Sagittarius. So you're looking for these two signs in your chart. And you will have them somewhere. And yes, variety is the spice of life. Exactly, Suzanne. They call it a royal variety performance, don't they? It's variety. The Queen likes variety. So if royalty likes variety, why shouldn't we have some variety here? So it's very much about tuning into that part of you that is curious, that's a bit nosy, that says, oh, that looks interesting. So see which houses are being activated in your chart, right? That's the first thing, because those two life areas are going to be important because they're going to be activated now, May, June time with the eclipses, and again, November, December time. So if you can see which areas, is it the 1st and the 7th house, you and your relationships? Is it your 2nd and 8th, your money and other people's money and resources? 3rd and 9th, learning, studying, sharing information, traveling, widening your horizons. Is it your 4th and 10th, your home and your career, your family and your work and your life out there? Your 5th and 11th, your creativity, the child, the entertainer, and what you share with the world, what you share with communities and others. And the 6th and the 12th, your health, your well-being, your work, your mystical journey, the subconscious, the unseen realms. So this is really important. So I'm just setting the stage. So Venus into Gemini, what are you looking for? It's going to be there until the beginning of June. And Venus is ruler of this new moon in Taurus. So that's why I'm putting some focus on this for you so that you can prepare yourself. So what's it good for? Well, Venus is what you love. It rules money, it rules love. And in Gemini, It rules everything to do with learning. So you might sign up for a course. You might give a course, a workshop. It's really good for meditation. It's really good for writing. It's really good for getting a new phone or a new computer, upgrading your technology. It's really good for making new friends. And it's really good for asking powerful questions. Gemini children are the why children. Why this? Why that? Why the other? So if you ask powerful questions, you're going to get powerful answers. So these are some of the things that you can be working with that will be really constructive for you. Lucy is encouraging you to like the video. Please like the video, my beautiful soul family, and then we can grow our soul family together. The more the merrier. So Gemini rules the breath, the lungs, the breathing, the arms, the hands. So this is a wonderful time for being really grateful and aware of you breathing right here, right now. Just become aware of how magical it is that there's an in-breath and an out-breath, and an in-breath and an out-breath. And this is the Gemini energy. One twin breathes in, the other twin breathes out. The right hand, the left hand. The right shoulder, the left shoulder. And what's fascinating about Gemini is that whilst in mundane astrology it is ruled by Mercury, in esoteric astrology, its ruler is Venus. So Venus is really strong on the soul level, because what you're wanting to do with Venus energy is to transform knowledge. Because Gemini energy, the lower expression in a sense, is like learning, studying, learning. But then transmuting that learning into wisdom, something that is higher, that's really valuable. Because knowledge for its own sake, without application, without use, it's not necessarily valuable. When it turns into wisdom, then it has power and it has heart energy. So concentrating on your breath, concentrating on your thoughts. Now the Sabian symbol, I haven't talked about Sabian symbols, but they're very powerful. Sabian symbols were images that were created by Elsie Wheeler in 1925 and interpreted by Mark Edmund Jones to trigger the understanding of all 360 degrees of the zodiac. So if you like, there is a Sabian symbol for every degree. And for the degree of the new moon in Taurus, the Sabian symbol is a white dove flying over troubled waters. Now, the way I would read that is it's take the higher road. Raise your frequency, raise your vibration above the turmoil. Don't get caught up in the turmoil. But raise your frequency above it so that you can be calm and you can be thinking clearly and you can be helpful. So what would you like to ask? I feel as though we've got the Taurus energy, which is Mother Earth energy, and the Gemini energy, which is asking powerful questions. So what are the questions, the things you'd like to ask from Mother Earth, who's constantly giving, constantly giving? And again, thinking about being grateful for the breath. And you might want to just breathe in what you're grateful for. Gratitude for your body, your constant friend, who's with you all the time. Before eating, sometimes I just say to my body, I say, I hope you're going to enjoy this. It's going to do you the world of good. And I do. I say, thank you very much. I give thanks for the food, say a little blessing, and just give thanks for your body. And then give thanks for Mother Earth. And then you might want to ask Mother Earth for guidance to show you your next step. To show you what is right for you at this time. That's a really good question, Truth Seeker. Thank you. Can the birth chart lose its influence over you within a lifetime? I would say that the birth chart, how you live the frequency of your birth chart, certainly changes a lot over a lifetime. And depending how much you want to evolve and elevate your frequency, is how much you express of the potential of your chart. It's got an unlimited potential. Thank you. And you might want to sing to Mother Earth. I sing every morning. I'm singing to the earth. I know that people think I'm absolutely nuts. Well, maybe they don't actually, but they do look at me a little peculiarly when I'm walking along the beach in the morning and just singing, literally just singing with joy and gratitude to Mother Earth. And picking up pebbles that look like hearts. I found a pebble this morning that just looks like, well, I found this a few days ago, but I look every day for pebbles that look like hearts. I think that looks like a heart. So you can sing, you can tone. And you might want to think more about the words that you're using. Gemini is your wordsmith. And even dear 99-year-old Auntie Jenny said to me today, you know what? She said, I've been telling David, and he's 70 years old now, that's her eldest son, what he can and cannot carry. No, David, I won't let you carry that, that's too heavy. And she said, I've just realized, she said, I was thinking about that last night. Isn't that silly that I'm telling him now that he shouldn't carry this and carry that? And I'm telling him when he's on the phone and he's speaking to me hands-free. And I say, David, talk to me when you're home. You can't concentrate. She said, I've decided I'm giving all that up now. She said, I suppose it's about time. So talk to the beings around you. Talk to the invisible beings around you. They have frequency. They have energy. Just as I'm always talking to the teddies. And I've got a little nighttime teddy as well. Do I switch accents, Gabriella, when I speak with my aunt? Yes, well, the minute I speak with her, you know, it's very up north. She's always, and what have you got to share with me today, she says. So I said, well, I fed the kitties. We just share a few things. So here's some of the questions to ask yourself. I'm going to be playing you some music as well, because I decided that let's be dexterous, yeah, ambidextrous. I've kept myself with, I must do a live stream and I've got to sit still. And Gemini does anything but want to sit still. Okay, it really doesn't want to sit. So I'm going to hopefully successfully, technically, make the transition from sitting still to the keyboard over there a little later. So here are some words to think about, because these are keywords for Gemini. Adaptable, sociable, flexible, curious, youthful, chatty, talkative, same thing, versatile, independent, clever, charming, animated, a little bit nervous sometimes. And it wants answers, it wants questions, it wants answers, and it wants to be fluid. So I'm going to be depicting some of this in music very shortly, but I wanted to just give you a couple of things to think about that might help you tune into the energy more. Taurus is asking you, how can I feel safe and grounded? So that's a good question to ask yourself. What makes you feel safe and grounded? And you might want to share in the chat. What are the things that make you feel safe and grounded? For me, it's teddies. If I feel a little emotional or I feel something, it's just hugging a teddy really does help. Walking on the sand, being in Mother Nature, talking to a friend that I love. Childlike, it's very childlike energy. Love it. So the other question to ask with this new moon in Taurus coming up, how can I improve my relationship with abundance and wealth? What can I do in order to create more of a flow? I love these answers here. Your wonderful man listening to Madonnagrams, you like that. A hot bath. Oh, thank you. The live stream, thank you, Pavia. Your children's love, a huggy blanket, hugging your cat, the garden, good food, friendship, yeah. Talking to your 83-year-old father, Anisha. Yeah. Oh, tarot oracle readings. Oh, these are great. Yeah. Love this. And these are inspiring for others. Yeah, we inspire one another. When one says one thing, another is sparked. So we spark one another. Being with your poodle, Kieran. I love it. So next question, how can you improve your relationship with the abundance of all there is? What can you do? For me, it's when I tune into how grateful I am. Writing up those gratitudes every morning. Just looking out the window and going, wow. Looking at the flowers and going, wow. And the other thing about the Taurian energy is, how can I use my talents and gifts effectively? What can I do with my talents and gifts and share them more? So these are great questions to ask. So the Gemini is the questions, and the Taurus, these are the focused energies for the new moon. And I'll probably do another video about that as we get even closer to it. So your breathing will bring you every time back. And I love this quote from Winnie the Pooh. It's when he's talking with Tigger, and he says, the best part of the day is the part when you and me become we. And I feel that with you on these live streams, with Lucy helping to moderate, she's terrific, and with all of you here and watching later. It's when we have that feeling of we. And I think it's great that the word we in French is yes. We are yes. Yes. Let's play on words somewhere. And then another little quote I wanted to share before I just go to the music to share that with you is, I think that we have a lot of judgments about the way we look. And Venus in Gemini is asking you to look at yourself from different angles, different things. You know, so I put a hat on today. Something different. Wear something different. Look at yourself differently. Look at yourself from a different angle. I can't tell you how much I begged my mother when I was in my teenage years to have a nose operation. I had an obsession with how ugly my nose was. And she fought with me, tooth and nail. She said, no, no, no. She wouldn't let me. In those days, when the mother said no, it was no. And I sobbed. I said, I have such an ugly nose. I'll never meet anybody who loves me. It was obsessive. But now, the funny thing is, now I never did have the operation. I like it. I like my nose now. At this tender age of closer to 100 than further from it. And so, you know, really love yourself as you are. And this quote by Winnie the Pooh says it all. I am short and fat and proud of that. So no matter how you look, can you be short and fat and proud of it if you are? Or whatever you are. Can you just love every part of you? So now is the very dexterous challenge between chords and trippable things and making it over to the keyboard. So here goes, guys. Thank you very much for being patient here, but let's do it. Here goes. Oh, I've never done this before. So let's see if we've still got camera. Yikes. Can you still see me? No, you can't. You can now in a minute. Yep, the camera went off, but I'm here. Can you still see me? Are we online together? I can't see the live chat now, so because it's too far away. But I hope you can see me, and I hope that the sound is working. I probably should check that because otherwise the music is not going to be worth it. So could you tell me whether the sound is working? All right, that's the only thing I'm asking of you. And then I am going to express to you the differences between this Taurus energy musically and the Gemini energy musically. Okay, so you can hear me. Great. Now I can go to this other picture so that I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can hear me. Awesome. Thank you. So here we go. So for the Taurus energy, if you can think of yourself in nature, somewhere calm, somewhere peaceful. And to me, this first Bach prelude just gives that feeling. so just imagine you're just in a very pastoral scene and it's beautiful and nature's going on around and different things are going, but you feel quite peaceful inside. And then along comes this cheeky Gemini energy, but it's still quite playful and youthful, and it's in between the energies. So this would be the Schumann, Kindersehnen, the scenes from childhood, the first scene, which is of foreign lands and foreign people. So you're just contemplating. And then the next composer that we would obviously think about when it comes to playfulness and joy would be Mozart, and this is the Gemini energy. And what I think is amazing about this sonata, I'm going to play a little snip of it, is it's in A minor, which is usually a serious key. But Mozart turns it into something playful. Yeah, so no matter what can be going on in your life, see if you can turn it into something playful, which is what Mozart manages to do. Another piece to me that depicts this Gemini energy that we're moving into, because the sun will be going into Gemini later this month. We've got an eclipse coming up next month. So it's all, if you can tune into this Gemini energy that I hear in this piece of Mozart. So you start with a beautiful, smooth energy. And then I see somebody with all these scales going up and down of like, oh, look at that. Oh, and look at that. And something else, and something else. So see if you can hear what I'm hearing. Do you hear what I hear in the music? Yes, there were some mistakes in that. And how fascinating. Remember to say that when you make mistakes. And remember to breathe. And so if you can feel into this energy, and even Chopin, who wasn't always very playful, has some playful moments in one of his écossaises, which I'd like to share with you. This first number one, the écossaise. How fascinating. You'd have to do that live, wouldn't you? I couldn't have done that on a practice, but there you are. I'm showing you that it's okay. Victor Borge, he was a famous pianist, and he used to deliberately do things wrong. And I think it was very liberating just watching him growing up. But just to finish up now with, let's hope I can play this a little better. And thank you for your patience. I don't know whether anybody's even still listening, but here goes. Is this piece by Mozart once again, to just show you to remember to be light. Gemini above all brings in the light. And finally, for my last trick, I feel a little Joplin is called for here. So I want to thank you very much for joining me today. I hope this was some variety for you. I hope that you're going to create variety in your world now and just see if you can do things a little differently. I'm looking forward to your feedback. I don't know how to quite turn this off just yet, so forgive me if it takes a moment. I don't know if there's anybody still here, but we shall see. So I'm saying much, much love to you. And I can't remember that actress that used to say, and I love you all. And that's really what I want to say. I love you all. Bye for now.